anybody misses it. Yeah, it started now. Hey guys, welcome. So, the topic that I picked today, you can see up on the top of the screen, the topic that I picked is colours. So, all of this vocab for C1 is connected in some way to colours, right? So, I want to start off with a quote. It's by Coco Chanel. I think you know this. She was a French fashion designer and the founder of Chanel. You know, the perfume and the clothes and all this, like the famous CC logo. So the best color in the whole world is the one that looks good on you. I thought that was so nice. The best color in the whole world is the one that looks good on you. So the reflection questions to start off are, what do you think Coco Chanel meant by this quote? What do you think she meant? Hello, Alessio. And number 2, do you think people judge others by their appearance? Should they? Hey, Poppy. Hi, Alessio. I don't think you're in our group, Poppy, are you? If you want, you can send me a WhatsApp. I can add you to the group. So yeah, they're the 2 reflection questions for this quote. What do you think Coco Chanel meant by this quote? And do you think people judge others by their appearance? And should they? Hello, Victoria. How's it going? Victoria's in our group for sure. Okay, so the first one, guys, is to black out. All of these expressions, guys, are with colors, okay? So obviously we know, this is very easy, that black is a color. But totally different story to black out. Does anybody know what that means? Hello, I'm not, but I'm okay. That's okay, cool. You can check the videos on YouTube, Poppy, if you want to see them, okay? If you ever miss any or something like that. So, what do you guys think to black out? Does anybody have any idea what that means? Alessio, I bet you have an idea what it means to black out. So if I said to you, I went to a party last night and I blacked out. Hello, Martin. Martinini, hello. Not to be invisible, you're kind of getting something. Yeah, Poppy, you're right. To pass out, I want to become fluent in Spanish. Yes, in Spanish. Okay, very good. Poppy is on the right track. Okay, she's saying faint. Okay, and also Victoria, more than forget something, it's to not remember what happened. So you don't remember what happened. Okay. Not so much others don't notice me, but it's that, Alessio, it's that you, something happens, you hit your head, you drink too much alcohol, you take some drugs, you're in a car accident. What about a blackout blind? Ah, exactly. Okay, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, a blackout blind. Very good, a blackout blind. Yeah. It's a blind that you put on your window and in theory, no light can come inside. It's true. I hadn't thought about that. That's an adjective in that case. It would be an adjective rather than a verb. Yeah. Blackout. Yes, very good, Solomillo. Solomillo, you are definitely Spanish, right? From Huelva. Huelva has the best Solomillo, I think. Exactly, Solomillo. When an electric system, like happened in Spain. It was, when did it happen? Last year? No, Granada. Okay. You are from Granada, or Granada has the best Solomillo? There was a blackout in Spain. When was it? Was it this year or last year? It was this year, was it? Or was it last year? Hello, Kant. Kant, that's the next one. Good job. April 2025, that's right, Solomillo. It was 1 year ago. Last year, Lucia. Yeah, it was last year. So last year there was a blackout. Exactly. That's the noun. Noun is a blackout like in Spain in April 2025, you said, isn't it? Yeah. Very good. Well done. Hello, Dana. I don't see what you type. You can't see what I type. Oops. Thank you. Now can you see? Good job, lot. Tell me, shout if there's a problem with the screen. Tell me, Vicky, move it to the left or to the right or whatever. Okay? Cool. So, good job, guys, right? The first meaning is to lose consciousness, right? That's one. Temporarily lose your vision. Experience a power cut. Well, this one is Spain 2025. Spain 2025. And censor, also, we didn't mention this one. Censor or hide information is another one. Yeah, okay. For example, after donating blood for the first time, I stood up too quickly and completely blacked out. So like I fainted. I woke up a few seconds later, surrounded by worried nurses. That's this one. In Spanish is desmayarse. Okay. Next one, the witness explained, this is el testigo, the witness explained that everything slowly went dark before he blacked out completely after the explosion. So it started to go dark and then he can't remember anything that happened. He blacked out. What happened? I don't know. I blacked out. Do you have a Spanish account like this one but for Spanish? Hello, Bob. Yeah, Bob, you're so sweet. A lot of people have asked me to teach Spanish, but I don't. In fact, I have just started this TikTok account like a few months ago. And I started the lives maybe 1 month ago. So I haven't done a Spanish one yet. Mostly focused on English right now. Oh, really? Okay, cool. Are you planning on having conversations with people today? Yes, Dean, I am. Yes, I am. One person per day can have a conversation. And hello, Lolly. So Lolly is asking if I can translate this paragraph in Spanish. The problem, Lolly, is we have people here who don't speak Spanish. You know, people from Macedonia, Romania, many different countries. So I don't want to isolate anybody by speaking too much in Spanish. You know, you want to hear me speaking in Spanish? I will do one, okay, if I can. So, el testigo explicó que lentamente o poquito a poco todo se volvió como oscuro antes de que él perdió el conocimiento completamente después de la explosión. More or less, no? I think, Lolly, you can tell me. More or less, I would translate it like this. Okay? So, next one. Half the city blacked out when lightning struck the main electricity substation during the storm. So, half the city blacked out when lightning struck the main electricity substation during the storm. Okay? That's that one. Next one, large sections of the intelligence report. This is the one that we need. Nobody mentioned this. Large sections of the intelligence report were blacked out before publication because they contained classified information. That's kind of like that guy. Guys, what was the name? Epstein, no? The Epstein files, I think there was a lot of information in the Epstein files blacked out, as far as I know. I believe that a lot of the info in the Epstein files was blacked out. So you could cancelled, hidden, very good, censored, good job Solomio, good job Alessio, redacted in another word, well, redacted, good job. Hello Swazangel, how's it going? Exactly, well done, good job guys, yeah. So this is, we can say, blacked out. All right. Hello, Felipe. Guys, can you help me here? How would we say in Spanish for Lolly, blacked out? Thanks, Lolly. Me ha costado. How would we say blackout? If I wasn't fluent in English, I'd definitely for these lessons, I'm crying. Okay. You could also say I understand as I believe suggests you only think. For example, I believe in Santa. Yeah, you can. Yes, exactly, you can, Swaz Angel. You can say, yeah. Desmayado, apagón, electro, censurado. Thank you. Censurado, Lolly. Thank you to Swaz Angel. Sensurado. There you go, guys, in Spanish. Thank you so much, Solmio. Brilliant. Okay, memory tip. Everything suddenly becomes black. Now, we can compare this to blackout, lose consciousness versus, yeah, this is another one. It's used a lot. Pass out. It's very, very similar. People use it a lot, like if you go out partying or something like that, but usually more common in everyday English. Okay, for par condicio, you have to speak Italian. Par condicio. Yeah, what's this? I lived in Sicily for a while, Alessio, eh? I love Sicily, in Syracuse. Hello, Cole! I'm good, thanks. How are you? Are you okay? I'm good, thanks. I'm a bit worried because later we have running training, and yesterday I did yoga and my muscles are a bit sore. So hopefully everything will be okay. Okay, number 2, to brighten up. Any ideas what this means, guys? To brighten up. If somebody said, come on, brighten up. What does it mean? What do you think it means? If somebody tells you to brighten up, or if I say, okay, we can go outside now, it's brightening up. Do I want to try speaking English? But I try. Good job, Lolly, yeah. Cheer up, good job. Good job, Cole, yeah. It's like cheer up. It's like cheer up, okay? Cheer up, or another word is clear up. So cheer up is that you are a bit sad, no, and somebody says brighten up. No, so it means you're feeling a bit better, a bit more energetic, a bit more positive. And the other one is for the sky. If it's very, very cloudy or rainy and it clears up or brightens up, it means that the sun is starting to come out. The clouds are going away. Okay, so meanings. We have become happier, which is what Cole said. Okay, make someone happier. Become brighter, like the day, if it's very cloudy. And improve the appearance of something. It's true, improve the appearance of something. Nobody said this. If your living room is very boring, no, maybe the walls are grey and the floor is brown and the sofa is black, maybe you put some red cushions in the living room to brighten it up, to add light, you know. Cole, the son has got his hat on, hip hip hooray. Oh yeah, I haven't heard that before. Is this material available somewhere? I'm going to put it on YouTube after Solomio, and I'm working on a PDF. I'm working on the PDF from the last month because we have a lot of material and a lot of people are asking. So I'm trying to prepare a PDF. I need to edit the material, you know. Cole, give the living... Yeah, good job, Cole. Okay, so I added red cushions. Look, this is Cole's, my example Cole's. Red cushions and a lick of paint to brighten up the living room. Yes, to brighten up the living room. Awesome, guys. That's a great example. Well done. Hi, Barbie. So many materials, so little time to do it. Yeah. And because, you know, I'm working as well full time. Hello, Macy. The son has got his hat on. It's a British children's song. Yeah, I didn't know that. Because I'm Irish. I'm not British. So I didn't know this one. So I didn't. It's funny. I would like to put it here, if I can. So the son has got his hat on. Macy said it's a British children's song. Guys, you can check that out. It's probably on YouTube or something. I'm going to check it out. So I'm going to put this in pink to remind myself to come back and check that. That's cool, guys. Meeting my old friend. Yeah! Feather nightmare. That's such a good one. Guys, a really good example. Look, we can say, right, see, meeting my old friend has brightened up my day. I say this to people a lot. When people send you a little message, or if my student texts me and say they passed their exam, or they got a new job, or their presentation in English was really good, I always say thank you for the message. It brightened my day. You know, I say it a lot. Another weather one for when you do weather is it's raining. Okay, it's raining cats and dogs. Yeah. Do you know where that comes from, Cole? It's raining cats and dogs. Anybody who knows this, I will give you €5. And in the next 10 seconds, if anybody can tell me the origin of it's raining cats and dogs, I will give you €5. Literally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's really interesting. It comes from the Black Plague. Do you guys know the Black Plague? In Europe, many years ago, the Black Plague not only affected humans, it also affected cats and dogs. But the dogs and the cats, they were wild. So they went up to the roofs of the houses. They slept there normally. And because of the plague, many of them died on the roofs of the houses. So when it started raining, all the dead bodies of the cats and dogs fell from the roofs. It's not funny. It's really gross when you think about it. But that's where it comes from. It's an interesting story. Your accent is lovely. Maisie, that's so nice. Thank you so much. Hello, I know English, helping me for English good. That's awesome. Anthrun Kerry. Are you living in Kerry? How many? You can check on my website, okay? It's in the bio on the TikTok. All the information about classes is in my bio. Mario, right now I'm at LOB2 level. Do you think I can reach C1 by the end of the year, or is it impossible? Mario, it depends what exam you did for B2. What exam did you do? Did you do Cambridge or Aptis or Trinity, or what exam? I thought it was a light-hearted... Yeah, it's not a light-hearted phrase, Cole. It's a very serious phrase. Hello, N. I don't understand you writing. Yeah. Mario, revise, and then you can do the best. Yes. Cambridge, you low Cambridge, you passed the B2 for Cambridge. Normally people say it's about 2 years to get to C1. If you do Aptis, you'll probably get the C1. So Mario, if you're in Spain and you really need the C1 now, I would do the Aptis exam. It's much easier. Oh, sorry for pulling it. Yes. What, Ebro? It's okay. It's funny, Cole. It's funny. I must use expressions. I know, Victoria. I know. Everybody uses it. So, yeah. But when people say to me, it's raining cats and dogs, I'm like, do you know where that comes from? Yeah. Okay. So moving on here, meeting my old friend has brightened up my day, right? More examples. She'd been quiet all morning, but immediately brightened up when her son surprised her with an unexpected visit. Fresh flowers, lol, Victoria, yeah. Fresh flowers and natural light can completely brighten up even the smallest apartment. Totally true. The weather forecast predicted rain all day, but fortunately it brightened up just before the wedding ceremony. Really nice one. Okay, I need to improve my professional English, and yeah, you need to. It's a typical comment in the yearly feedback, isn't it? Your boss will mention, you need to improve your professional English. Okay, whenever my grandmother phones me, she somehow manages to brighten up my entire day. So sweet. Cole, you're the best. Mario, I don't need it right now, but I find it really useful. I'm 15 years old, so I think I can wait. Wow, Mario, if you have time to wait, I would do Cambridge. You're so welcome. No prob. Normally it's about 2 years, because from B2 to C1, there's a huge amount of vocabulary. Not so much grammar, but what we're studying in these lives, it's a lot of vocabulary for C1. So generally it's about 2 years of applied study. And obviously you should watch TV as much as you can and series and podcasts in English. C1 is a pretty high level. Okay, number 3, paint over. So can you guys imagine what this means to paint over? Anybody want to? Don't be shy. This one is a bit easier, to be honest. Good job, Alessio. Yeah, it's to cover. Well done. So to cover something with paint. So if imagine graffiti, somebody does graffiti, we need to paint over the graffiti to cover the graffiti. I follow you because it always helps me when you're listening. That's awesome, Mario. Welcome to the community. Okay, yeah. Hide damage or imperfections. I have a good example for this. Conceal a problem instead of solving it. This is a really interesting one for a really high level. Okay. For example, the council painted over the graffiti within 24 hours, hoping to discourage further vandalism. Okay, for your nails, if it's the first color, you just paint your nails. If your nails are pink and you don't remove the nail varnish, instead you immediately put red over, this is painting over. But you need to already have something and then you put another layer on top. This would be paint over. So normally for nail varnish, people take off the previous color, you understand? And they paint a new color, only paint. Yeah, paint over is like on top of another one. Okay? Instead of repairing the damp properly, the landlord simply painted over the stains and hoped nobody would notice. This is an important word, guys, damp. People always ask me that. I can show you what it looks like. Here, look, damp on. This is what it looks like, guys. Can you see? This is damp in a house, this stuff. Okay? Yeah, this is an extreme one here. It's damp. So obviously, if you paint over the damp in 1 week or 2 weeks, oh my God, exactly, Lolly. In 1 week, it's going to come through the wall, or in 6 months, but you're not dealing with the problem. You're just painting over the problem. So it's not the best. Okay? So usually with the walls of your house, it will be paint over or just paint. Depends, Mario. It depends if you paint the walls unless you're trying to cover something. If you're trying to cover something, you paint over it. Generally, if you have a normal wall that was painted one time, we don't usually say paint over. You just paint. You just paint the wall again because you don't need to remove anything. If you have wallpaper, you should remove the wallpaper before you paint the wall. You shouldn't just paint over the wallpaper. Do you understand? Sometimes students paint over the walls before leaving uni accommodation to get deposit back. Ah, yeah, Cole? Really? I didn't know that. It's like moist. Moist is not bad, Victoria. Moist is not bad, but humidity is bad because humidity in a house, for example, damages the walls. If the walls, for example, in the bathroom, if you don't open the window and the walls are moist when you shower every day, then you could develop damp. The mural was painted over after it had started to fade. Exactly. Cole has a really good example there, guys. Look. The mural was painted over, and it's passive too, after it started to fade. Brilliant. Good job. Stains you can paint. Oh, stain, mancha, Loli. This is a stain. Look. Stain on clothes, for example. This is a stain. Una mancha. Yeah, coffee. It's often used for like a coffee stain. If you spill coffee on your clothes. Oh, I wanted to sneeze. Stain on wall. It could be, yeah, okay, this looks like humidity. Okay, it's all from humidity. 1 second. Yeah, this one maybe, look. This one looks like a stain here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Oh, I understand. Okay. Awesome, Victoria. What does it mean to fade? To fade means to lose its color. Yeah. Era desvanecerse o algo así. To lose its color. Guys, can you help Mario in Spanish? Because to fade, for me, I want to say perder el color. But honestly, I can check on my phone really quick. To fade is... Yeah, it is. Okay. Desvanecerse. I didn't know that word, Mario. Exactly. You're welcome, Victoria. To fade means disappear. Yeah, slowly, slowly. Thank you. Okay. What's your native language? Hello, Sophia. My native language... I have two, technically. According to the constitution of my country, I have two native languages. But really, I have just one. Hello, Alessio. I can understand a bit. Speaking, not so much. Speaking, not so much. Unfortunately, Alessio. Okay. You can paint over the cracks in the wall, but eventually the real problem will come back. Okay? Thank you so much, Mario. Sometimes things fade when they become obsolete. Yeah, fade out of existence. Where are you from, though? Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess what... Everybody else had to guess where I was from. You can guess, Sophia, if you want. Sweden! That's, a lot of people say Sweden, not from Sweden. Australia, I know. Cole has put it there, guys. Cole has the answer. So, memory tip, you're covering the problem rather than fixing it is a good one. Okay, you're covering the problem rather than fixing it. South Africa, no. I'm Irish, Sophia. And guys, I'm Irish. Okay, next one, colour in. This one is super fun. Ireland, yeah. I thought you were from Europe. Yeah, no, not from Europe. I'm Irish. Well, Ireland is European. I'm from Europe. Nice country. Thanks, Anne. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Oshwe. Google Irish limericks for a laugh. I'm sure Vicky knows some. Oh, limericks? Yeah. Like Mediterranean. Sorry, you thought I was Mediterranean? That's cool. I live in the Mediterranean now. Okay. Number 4. Colour in. Okay, colour in. Anybody know what that means? To colour in. When you were a kid, for sure your mom gave you material to colour in stuff. I think. Any ideas what is colour in? Yeah, she did. Colour in your colouring book. So, meaning to colour in the lines, very good. The artist had really neat drawings and coloured in the lines, very good. Fill with colours, good job, Cole, good job, Alessio. Alessio, well done. Fill with colours, yeah. So, fill a drawing with colour, add detail, make something richer or more complete. We say colour in. Same as fill in a form. There is also pass. Hey, I really like this one. Pass with flying colours. Brilliant, Cole. Awesome, I love that. That means to pass your exam, guys, like, but with a big margin. Yeah, well done. Awesome. So the children spent the afternoon colouring in pictures while their parents enjoyed lunch. The documentary coloured in the historical background, helping viewers understand why the conflict began. That's a nice way to see this. We've got the outline of the proposal. Now we need to colour in the details before presenting it to the board. That's kind of like what we saw yesterday with flesh out, isn't it? A little bit. Memory tip. You begin with an outline and you gradually make it complete. Super. Driving exam, IELTS, exams and lessons. Yeah, you can pass with flying colours. Good job, Cole. Hola, ¿te puedo hacer una pregunta? Claro. Hello, can I ask you a question? Of course. Que no tiene nada que ver con... okay, Lolly. Well, it depends on the question. Mario, I don't understand the second one. Can you explain it, please? Yeah. This one, is it, Mario? Yeah. So it's like the documentary explained in detail the background, the historical background. So some people know the history. I don't know, maybe we can mention World War II. So you know more or less World War II, the story, but when you watch a documentary, you get a lot more detail. So you can imagine your first knowledge is like the black outline of the picture, no? And then you watch a documentary and they fill in with colour the history of what happened. Give an insight, good job, immerse you in details, very good. Basically, they thoroughly explain, very good, Cole, yeah, well done. And Loli has a question up here. Do you understand, Mario? Let me know. So, Loli says, trabajo de camarera, so I work as a waitress, and I need to know when a person, cuando a una persona le doy a probar un vino, ¿vale? ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Quién quiere probar el vino? Yes, so who would like to taste the wine, Lolly? You would say, who would like to taste the wine? Who would like to taste the wine? That's what you would say, more or less. Lolly, yeah. Thank you, Anne, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Who wants, I suppose if you say who would like to, it's a little bit more formal, but you're almost right. Who wants, con ese, Anne? Who wants to taste the wine? Or who would like to taste the wine? You got it, Mario? Awesome. Brilliant. Okay, let's move on here. So, paint on. I know this is very similar to paint over, but I wanted to include it. Okay, cool. No problem, Lolly. You're welcome. Okay, Anne. So, paint on. This means to apply something heavily or artificially. Also, this one, for C1, force a smile or expression, right? This is true. So sometimes if you are not happy or you don't like the person, you do kind of like... So it's like you paint the smile on your face, you know, but it's not real. Yeah, or exaggerate an appearance, okay? Paint on makeup. You can also paint, yeah, exaggerating appearances would be makeup. Exactly, Cole, good job. Yeah. When they say Jesus, her makeup is painted on, it means she's wearing too much makeup. In Morocco, we call it, yellow smile in Morocco. Okay. Guys, it's called yellow smile in Morocco. Oh, brilliant. Love it. Really, that's really interesting. Or even clowns do. Yeah, clowns paint on makeup. Exactly. Clowns paint on the makeup. Brilliant, Cole. Good job. Yeah. That's so interesting, Anne. So, examples. Although she was exhausted, she painted on a smile before walking onto the stage. Right? Nice example. I think it's pretty clear. Politicians often paint on confidence even when they're under enormous pressure. He always paints on far too much aftershave before going out. Yeah, you could say here paints on, or you could say as well pours on because it's liquid. But yeah. Memory tip. The appearance is applied rather than genuine. Okay, so it's fake. Uses far too much aftershave. You're asking me about the far, no? I was teaching this last week in a class actually. It's like way too much. So you can just say he painted on too much or far too much. So far adds emphasis, Cole. Far too much. I painted on, Alessio, I painted on another expression on my face in order to look happier. Yes, very good, Alessio. Well done. What's the difference between onto and into? Onto is for a surface. Into is like into a container, Mario. So your face is like un superficie, a surface, so we use on. Far too much makes sense, yes, awesome, Cole. Yeah, it's for emphasis. You can say way too much also, and yeah, way too much, far too much, absolutely, yeah. Memory tip, yeah, okay, next one is lighten up. Guys, it's really similar to brighten up. I put the orange juice into the glass and the paint onto the wall. That's it. Good job. You got it. So, lighten up. Keep your chin up and lighten up. Good job. Well done. Yeah, well done. So, lighten up. What does it mean? It means become less serious. So, people will often say, hey, lighten up. Take it easy, relax, lighten up. Because, you know, when you're heavy, we spoke on Tuesday about having a lot of responsibility on your shoulders to shoulder responsibility. Be under pressure. No, it's heavy. So lighten up is when you don't feel stressed by the responsibilities that you have. So become less serious, relax, make something less serious, make something lighter and also make something lighter in color. Keep it light-hearted. Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Keep it light-hearted. Love it. Yeah. So like, don't get too serious. She has a light-hearted demeanor. Well done. I can't believe you used the word demeanor. Really, really good, Cole. She has a light-hearted demeanor is correct. Okay. For example, lighten up. Nobody was criticizing you. We were only joking. Okay, like relax, take it easy. Don't take it so seriously. Don't take it to heart. The atmosphere immediately lightened up once everyone realized the exam had been postponed. We were pulling your leg. Good job. I was thinking the same thing, Cole. We were only pulling your leg. Brilliant. Good job. The designer suggested lightening up the walls with a softer shade of blue. So this is painting over the original walls with a lighter shade of blue. Memory tip, everything becomes lighter. Your mood or the color. So yeah, to lighten your mood or to lighten the color. Compared to brighten up, be happier, versus lighten up, stop being so serious. That's really important. So we got those two for today. Postpone, guys, is to keep a doctor's appointment to go from one day to some other time. Okay, Mario, great to have you. Postpone, guys, is to keep. Awesome. Okay, postpone or put off, Cole, right? To put off. Okay, next one. Tone down. This is a difficult one. I'm interested. Does anybody know what that means? So obviously tone is related to color. And I think this is one. So nice to meet you. And so nice to meet you. So tone down. Anybody have any idea what that could mean? To tone down. Okay. Don't make something that serious. Yeah. Don't make something that serious. Hello, Alexandra. Well done. Good job, Alessio. Good job. Yeah. Don't let something get so serious. Tone down. Like, yeah, tone down. Relax. It's getting a bit dangerous. Yeah. So, exactly. You're totally right. Well done. It means to reduce the intensity of something. To reduce the intensity of something. So to make colors less bright, make language or behavior less extreme. I think for C1, we need definitely this one. And we need this one. For sure. But they're all toned down. Something is very extreme, very loud. We need to tone it down. The comedian had to tone down the jokes as they were too dark. Very good. Well done, Jimmy Carr. Yeah. If there are going to be children coming to the show, he needs to tone down his jokes. Very good. Yeah. Well done. For example, the architect suggested toning down the bright orange walls because they dominated the room. So maybe they painted over the orange with yellow, maybe. The newspaper was asked to tone down its criticism before publication. Very typical. He was advised to tone down his language during the television interview. He was advised to tone down his language. I'm thinking of one particular politician. Hello, Sumaiya. Hello, I'm happy you're here. Where are you from? Your name is really cool. The food critic was asked to tone down the content. Yeah, okay. Let me say the food critic was asked to tone down the content. Brilliant, well done. You're from the UK? Awesome, cool. Memory tip, turn down the intensity, so not necessarily the volume, like the intensity. Okay, that's those, right? Now, I have one more quote that I wanted to show you. It is, if everyone is thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking. I thought this was so cool. It's from George S. Patton. He's an American general during the Second War. He said, if everyone is thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking. My grandfather used to say, if everybody is going in the same direction, it's time for somebody to turn around. Alessio, the politicians have to tone down sometimes. They should, yeah. They should for sure. I can think of one particular politician. I'm not going to mention his name. But he should definitely tone down quite a bit. He's offending people left, right and centre. You know the one who it is? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which, you know which? Okay. He needs to tone it down. But anyway. So, do you agree that it's important to think differently from other people? And have you ever changed your opinion because someone challenged the way you think? I definitely have. And my students have helped me a lot with this. My students and my colleagues also from different schools. You know, they speak to Vicky, why do you think that? You know, and they explain other things to me, and I think, actually, they're right. And I change the way I think, you know? Okay, awesome. So, I think I'm going to give somebody now an opportunity to, because I need to be on time today, we have running, and I need to warm up a lot because my muscles are sore from yesterday. So I can't start running with sore muscles. It's not a good idea. But tomorrow, I would like to show you what we're going to see tomorrow. I have green with envy, see red. Somebody mentioned see red today already. Out of the blue, all to do with colors. White lie, golden opportunity, grey area, black sheep, red flag. I think everybody knows red flag, but catch someone red-handed, paint the town red, okay? Every cloud has a silver lining, once in a blue moon, feel blue, show your true colors. Oh my God, I have a lot. Give someone the green light, golden rule. Rose-tinted glasses, oh my goodness, I prepared a lot. Born with a silver spoon in your mouth, blacklist, and to blacken someone's name. That's all, right? And then we're going to do after that, then we're going to do the quiz. Okay? So, if anybody would like, before I log off, if anybody would like to practice their speaking, I have these 4 questions. Let me find. Gosh, I went crazy today speaking or preparing this. These are the four questions. Let me put this up at the top so that they're all together. Yes, I'm going to put it in here. Okay, so these are the 4 questions, right? They're based on the quote. So the first one is, what do you think Coco Chanel meant by this quote? The best color is in the whole world is the one that looks good on you? Do you think people judge others by their appearance? Should they? Do you agree that it's important to think differently from other people? Have you ever changed your opinion because someone challenged the way you think? Okay, so shout out to Rita, who gave it his all on the live yesterday. Yeah, he did. He was awesome. Rita was amazing yesterday. If someone is a walking red flag, I have to write that down. My goodness, where can I write it down? Guys, Cole is giving some very good advice here. So, if someone is a walking red flag, run off. Awesome. Yeah, it's a really good one. Do you think it's enough 6 months to improve from B1 to B2 or C1? Hello, Pierre. I don't think so, if I'm honest. I think you need from B1 to B2, unless your B1 is very, very good. I know some people who did it in 1 year, but they were exceptional cases. Like normally it's 2 years studying. A very, very good student can do it in 1 year, from B1 to B2. My ex was a red flag, yeah. I think everybody has an ex who was a red flag. I love once in a blue moon. Me too, Alessio. Confidence looks good on you. It's a good one. It's a good one. Okay, so before I log off, guys, would anybody like to practice their speaking today? I realize that the questions are a little bit different. Difficult, not different. Would anybody like to practice their speaking? And we don't have to speak about this. We can speak about anything you like. So I'm going to wait for a few minutes just to see if anybody has the confidence to call. On Tuesday, it was really nice to speak to Rita. Yeah, we've spoken to Rita, we've spoken to Forensics, we've spoken to CC, was the first. So would anybody else like to practice their speaking? Only for a few minutes, for 4 or 5 minutes. Hello, Alessio. So apparently next to the message button, there's a call button. Apparently. Can you find it somewhere? And then you should be able to call. You see, it doesn't appear. I can't call you, can I? Hang on. Yeah, I can't call you. You have to call me. So I think it's down here somewhere in the next to. Hey, now it's working. Hey, now it's coming. He's coming. Hello?
Hi.
Hello, Alessio.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, you're in Italy, right?
Yes, I'm Italian and I live in Italy.
Okay, awesome. Which part of Italy are you from?
I'm from South Italy, near Napoli.
Oh, wow.
But for my job I have to live in North.
Okay.
The northern side of Italy, Verona. I don't know if you know.
Of course I do, but I heard that Verona is really, really fantastic.
Yes, it's a beautiful city, full of tourists, a lot of things to see. Yes, I advise you to come here.
Yes, that's really cool. It's really cool. So, what did you think about the expressions that we saw today? Which one did you like the most?
For example, brighten up. I didn't know this expression, but I find very interesting. I don't know if in Italian there is something like this with one expression. I don't know, but I have understood what does it mean.
Yeah,
the idea. It's very cool.
Yes, it's a nice one. Maybe in Spanish it's like alegrar, maybe.
Rallegrare, maybe rallegrare.
Something
yes,
like
can
this.
be.
Similar. So it's cool. Okay, so did you see this quote? I have it on the screen. It's by Coco Chanel. You know Coco Chanel, I think.
Yes,
No?
yes.
Yeah.
I've seen a film, a movie about Coco Chanel, maybe.
Yes. Okay, I've heard about this movie actually. I think in Italy, you guys are like famous for fashion,
Yes, it's true. It's true.
right?
We pay attention to how to wear. You were in Syracuse. Maybe you can confirm it.
Yes, I know totally, absolutely. And also like I think in Italy you don't only say blue. You say like you mention like the type of blue.
Yes, there's a lot of blue.
Yeah.
Blue
Like,
night, for example.
yeah. So royal blue, marine blue, like a lot of things. So no, you guys
Yes,
are.
maybe too much. It's too much in Italy, maybe, but
Yeah, it's cool. It's pretty cool. So she said, Coco Chanel said, the best color in the whole world is the one that looks good on you. So what do you think that
maybe
meant?
maybe we don't have to pay too much attention on the judge of the other people. Maybe is this meaning.
I think so. And it's like be yourself, isn't it?
Be yourself, yes.
And I think if you are doing something that you enjoy, you're going to look beautiful.
Yes, yes.
No?
We have to be in peace with ourselves, not only waiting for the judgment or the confirmation of other people.
Absolutely. What, like for you, for example, when do you feel like you're happiest? You're in your element?
Actually, maybe I did not understood very well very well the question.
So, for example, me, actually, honestly, when I'm teaching, I feel very happy generally. So when I'm teaching, or
okay.
When I'm practicing yoga, or doing any type of sport.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So,
yes. I understood.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have understood. I feel very well and very happy when I can do sport. I like running, and I am very relaxed when I have finished running. Not during the running because I'm, but after.
The runner's high. I understand you perfectly. So when if another person sees you running, because you're smiling and you have this, you're emitting an energy that is like very positive because you're happy. Those people look more attractive in that moment. And that's
yes,
why Coco
I think
Chanel.
so.
So she's saying that this color, this atmosphere is the best color for you. Maybe another person who doesn't like running, they're going to look like unhappy, sad when they're running, so it doesn't look good on them. You know?
Yes, this is for also for other things. For example, when you love your job, for example.
Yeah, totally. 100%. 100%. So I think that's what she's saying. When you are doing something that you love, you look your best. You know?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah? Oh, I think we've lost. Have we lost? Oh,
Vicky,
yeah. Can you hear? Yeah?
I cannot hear you anymore.
Oh, no. I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, hello? Oh, dear. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
I've lost.
Really?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oops.
Okay.
And can you hear me?
What's...
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can? Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. So
Yes.
that's the first question. The next question is, do you think people judge others by their appearance?
there's an expression that I like very much. Don't judge the book by their cover.
Yeah.
And I think that it's true. Even though, of course, you have to watch also how do you appear a little bit, because otherwise you look like not in order, not a little bit rude. Therefore, I think it's important a little bit to appear, but it's not the most important thing.
Yeah. I also love that expression about don't judge a book by its cover, for sure. But I suppose when people take a little bit of care with their appearance, you also assume that if you give them a job or if you are friends with them, they're also going to take care of their job and also take care of the friendship. Don't you think?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, good job. Okay. The next quote was by this guy, George S. Patton, and he said, if everyone is thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking. Okay? So the question is, do you agree that it's important?
If everyone is thinking...
Yeah.
Do you agree that's important to think? Yes, I think that's important to sometimes to think differently, because you have. I think that you have to be yourself. Everybody has to be themselves. Therefore, if you have an opinion that is not the same of other person, of people, you don't have to be afraid to show your opinion.
Totally, I totally agree. But I think as well, if you think the same as exactly the same as another person, you probably didn't spend time really reflecting on the topic. Because I think,
yes, maybe.
Because if you really go and find information from different sources about the topic and you ask yourself, it's impossible that your opinion will be exactly the same as everybody else.
Yes, nowadays this is a problem for the informations in general, because you have to pay attention what is the who has said this information, who has spread this information, and sometimes are just fake news.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and you feel also there's a lot of pressure to agree with your friends, to agree with your culture or your society. It's not so easy to have a different opinion, you know?
Yes, I think so. It's difficult, but we must have we have to be able also to listen to other people, and if is the case, to change the opinion.
Yeah, totally, totally. To be open to changing your opinion, 100%, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Some of my best.
The secret is to be open-minded.
Very good. Yeah, the secret is to be open-minded. Some of my best friends, they're people who I can speak with them, and over the years, they develop their opinion or even change. They don't stay the same with the same ideas all the time. I can see them growing and evolving, you know, which is really cool. So the last question is, have you ever changed your opinion because someone challenged the way you think? Ah, he's gone. Oh, we've lost Alessio. Let's see if he calls back. Maybe we had a little connection problem. No more idioms. Hello, me, Marikai. Let me see what's happening in the chat, guys. Let me see. You did a great job, Alessio. I don't know if you can still hear us. You are awesome. Good job. Nobody's too old. Most of my students are between 30 and 60, eh? So they're all professionals. Barbie, you're so sweet. Allegrare sounds Italian. Yeah, it does. Like pale blue. Aha, pale blue. Hello, Spicy Pixes. Validation. Hello, Closio. Via Alessio. Yeah, he's very good. He was really, really fluent. Could I join the live? Hello, Closio. Yeah, it's at the moment it's one person at a time. Okay. Hello, Tony. I'm good, thanks. Me, Marikai, Aura. Yeah. Contagious. I'm from Brazil. Oh, cool, Tony. Nice to meet you too. Closio, you sent me an invitation. Okay. No more idioms. Yeah, we did the idioms. I'm here, Alessio. Hello, Alessio. I sent request. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Alessio, you are fantastic. Really, really, really fantastic. You're very fluent and you have a lovely accent. Yeah, lovely accent. Thank you so much. Really, really intelligent conversation. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Good job. Okay. Guys, we can sing thank you so much to Alessio. Really, really nice accent. Really lovely pronunciation as well. Okay. Cool. Awesome, guys. So guys, for now it's one person, okay, because I'm so happy. I'm happy too, Alessio. I'm happy too. Okay. That was cool, guys. So I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'll be back tomorrow. Okay. And this video today, I'm gonna put it up on YouTube so you can watch it and review it as many times as you like. Okay? Cool. Awesome, guys. So have a lovely evening and we'll speak soon. Okay? All right, guys. See you soon. Let me see. See you tomorrow. Okay? You're welcome, Barbie. Bye, Alessio. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.